Hello, Wizard of West LA here. Today we are going to work with Adobe, and I have a guest here named Zendon who works a lot with Adobe, and he's going to show you exactly what you see on the screen, how to create this effect with Happy Birthday. And here's Zendon.
Yes, I've been working with Adobe Photoshop Elements for close to 20 years, back when it was still version 1.2. I've been teaching myself how to use the effects that they add to different versions of it when they come out. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to do rainbow effects on text like this you see here.
So what we're going to do is close it out and make a new one, and we can follow step by step and watch Zendon do his work. Okay, so now we have a blank from the beginning.
Okay, so first thing you do is you go to New, Blank File, and you decide on your resolution. I'm used to working with inches because I do machining, so we're going to make the width 6 inches and make the height 4 inches. Resolution 150, usually the minimum I work with is 120, but 300 is good if you're doing something like an art print. So then we will do OK. Here's our blank document. Go up to View, Fit on Screen. That expands it. Now what we're going to do to start this effect is we go to the Rectangle Select tool, go up to one corner, select, drag it down, drop it in place. Then you go to Edit, Fill Selection, click on this menu, drop down, go to Solid Black. Click on it to deselect. And then we're going to add our text.
So that basically fills the canvas, makes it black.
Yes,
yeah.
You filled the entire layer.
Good, good.
Okay, so you go to Text tool, and let's see, Arial Bold. Color is white because you want something contrasting. Size 72 point, which is pretty big. Really, any contrasting colors are good. I mean, you can use green on a red background, navy blue with yellow text, whatever you want to do. Okay, so I got my text tool in place. I'm going to start out. Oops, that is too big. So I'm going to delete it. Work with smaller text. I'm going to try 36 point. Okay, that's going to be our text. Now, it's still in text mode, but when you go up to your object tool up here in the corner, it's called the Move tool, but what this does is click on it. You're effectively turning this text into an object. It's still in text mode, so what you're going to do is you go to Layer, Merge Visible, and that's one layer. You see right here over in this little subscreen, you've only got one layer now.
Oh, it puts it as one layer. Okay.
Yes.
Because we had two.
Yes.
Now, okay.
Okay, so you go back to your rectangle tool, and you're going to make a master copy. Select around this, go to Copy, go to Paste. Now you have an object. You can stretch it out proportionally, but we're going to want to stretch this one vertically because we want to get the full effect of this rainbow text that we are going to create. So here you've got enough to work with. You double click it to get it out of distort mode. Go to layer, merge visible, then you select, you copy and paste, then you go back to your object tool. This layer is going to be the one that we're going to sacrifice. This is our sacrificial lamb. Okay, so you go to layer, merge that into place, and hit Apple plus, oops, that's a little too large. Bring it into place.
Apple Plus zooms it in.
Yes.
Basically, or Command.
Yeah, Apple plus zooms it in, Apple dash zooms it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got this pretty much in the center of your screen. What we're going to do is start going over this. You find out where about half the height of your text is. That's going to be a dividing line. So you leave a margin a little over on each side. You start dragging this rectangle tool past the other end. See how I've got some overage there. Then you go to some overage on the top. Select that. This is going to be what we're going to call color number 1. I'm going to do our rainbow red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. So I'm going to start at the top by filling it with red. So you go to edit, fill selection, and fill layer. I'm going to choose a color. Okay, that's kind of like a, I want kind of like a magenta, not like a fire engine red. So I'm going to click on that, go to OK. There's color number 1. And I just deselected it, and I can go to the color wand tool. Make sure you have this set on the magic wand, the one with the star, and you click it on here. It selects the entire rectangle. Copy, paste, then you drag this right down to about the center so you can't see any of the text through the line. Notice I have not merged it yet. It's still a separate layer. So what you're going to do with this is go to edit, or no, you go to enhance, you go to adjust color, adjust the hue and saturation. Okay, I'm going to make this color number 6, which in this case is purple. So I move it over. Here's a nice solid purple. It can't be confused with blue. So I go to OK. And merge that layer. Now I've got 2 contrasting layers. Okay, so on my top, which is the red, I'm going to take my rectangle tool, go about a third from the top to create color number 2. Select approximately the center third of my red block, and I'm going to go to enhance. I'm going to change this color. I go to adjust color, adjust hue saturation. I'm going to make this orange. So I move this over, and I've got orange. Click on OK. Click on it to deselect, and go back to my magic wand tool. This is going to be color number 3, which in this case will be yellow. So I go to enhance, go to adjust color, adjust hue and saturation, and here's my yellow. Click on that to deselect, and we're going to do the same number of steps to our color number 6, the lower layer. So you go back to rectangle.
And if they're different sizes, it's okay. There's another
Yes,
step to
because
this.
you're going to
Yeah.
blur them anyways. That's why we're doing over margins, because it will blur it. So you do the same step. Select about a third from the top, from a third of the bottom of that color block. You've got that selected. Now we're going to change this to color number 5, which is going to be blue. Okay, so you go to adjust color, adjust hue and saturation, change the hue to a good solid blue that can't be mistaken for green or purple. Click on OK. Click in the selection to deselect it. Go back to your color wand. Select color block number 4, which is going to be green. Go to adjust color, hue and saturation, and we're going to adjust this until we have green. There, we've got a nice green that can't be confused with yellow or blue. So you click on OK. Now the one thing you have to remember about green when you're doing image editing, like this, it looks like bright parrot green, but sometimes when you print this out, it's going to be like pine green, or the green they use to make the Italian flag. So anyway, you've got your 6 colors. 1 is red, 2 is orange, 3 is yellow, 4 is green, 5 is blue, 6 is purple. You can do them in any order you like. So I'm going to go to my rectangle tool. This is where we're going to blur it to start getting the actual effect. You go in a few pixels from a margin, you click, drag it down to the opposite corner to select. You go to filter, and you go to blur. It's already set on Gaussian blur, but I'm going to show you how to select blur. Go to Gaussian blur, and see, you can change the number of pixels by which to blur it.
Yeah, so it's completely adjustable.
Yes. See, if you crank it all the way to 124, that's obviously way too high. You start getting bleed over. So we're going to go with 10. It looks about right. So let's see what happens if we blur it a few more pixels. 10 more. What do you think?
That looks good.
Okay, we'll leave it at that.
That looks good, yeah.
So we blurred it
blurs
twice.
it. Yeah.
And we're going to click on this to deselect. Okay, and this is where we start getting the effect and what it's supposed to do. You go to the top with your text. You've got your rectangle tool. You select a mask. Copy, paste. And you go to your object tool. Move the copy down.
And it looks like you have to make it large enough to kind of cover the area to kind of get where it blurs.
We will.
Yeah.
So you cover your rainbow with it. Do not merge your layers yet, because you want to work with this. This is where the magic of it is going to start to come through. Go to your magic wand tool. Click on all of your contrasting text and just hit
the
delete.
delete key.
Hit delete.
Magic.
Delete out the white.
And the background basically comes up right through it. What you blurred. Yeah,
what
it looks nice.
What you've essentially done is made a cyber stencil. So you've got all that deleted. Now, I've got my red, but I don't have my purple in there. This still isn't merged, so I'm going to go to my object select, and I'm going to stretch the text vertically. See, I'm getting some purple
Nice.
And then stretch the top, double click, and see I can move it up or down. And I've got my red on the top and my purple on the bottom. So as soon as I'm satisfied that everything's in place, get it centered, double click, and big step, merge layer. Yeah, and there you've got it.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to go back to my rectangle tool, select this, and crop it out. Then I'm going to go to Save As. Okay, I'm going to save this as Rainbow 2. And we got it in text effects.
Mm-hmm.
So we know
Perfect.
where the folder is going. So you go to Save, and there it is. Now you've got rainbow text, and you can use this block of text. You just select this entire thing, and you can copy and paste it, and just click on wherever you see the black and delete out the black, and then you'll have just rainbow text superimposed on a photograph. You know, like below this, if you want to put a bunch of kids with their birthday cake and have the rainbow letters overhead, you can do that. It's all done with copy, paste, and delete, and layers.
And the other question I have, you went through the process of making the rainbow on the back. Technically, you can also put a picture back there and do the same idea, where the picture will appear. You have the words over a picture. I know you're cutting a lot of the picture, but you can actually see the picture through the letters. So you put like a mountain scene instead of the colors, like the rainbow. You just stick a picture back there.
Yeah.
Almost the same process, right?
Anything you want to do.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
That's really nice.
It's all done with cutting, pasting, and deleting the contrasting color selections. Then you merge your layers and make your final image.
Excellent, excellent. Well, thanks for joining us today. And remember to like the video. And remember to hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell so you can be alerted when I post new videos. We'll be posting a lot of them on regarding Photoshop. We'll be posting a lot of them.
Yeah, Photoshop Elements.
Yeah, Photoshop Elements. He has a lot of good ideas and lessons, and this is definitely good. It's good instruction for you guys. And definitely, if you like the video, click the like button.
For our next video, making text look like polished metal.
Yes, that'll be the next one. The Wizard of West LA and welcomes you here, and you're welcome to the channel, and definitely enjoy the other videos out there. Thank you very much, and remember to keep on learning.